Okay, I'm gonna make it short. Here's my project for today. All the floor is gone as I replace the subfloor in the entryway and attempt to install Mike Jones's door. So I have no door threshold and it butts up to brick right here, which is strange. So I don't know what to do. You know, I'm gonna have subfloor on top of this. If it looks like this, I got all different levels under here. I don't know what was going on, some weird stuff. And this is like cut and notched and all kinds of weird stuff. So I'm thinking if I have a piece of plywood that goes a couple inches over the brick, this will be my subfloor. And then, I don't know, I guess I'll try to shim underneath until it's like touching. I don't know. Okay, I got this piece of plywood cut right here. So now we're gonna see what it looks like with the door on. So here's what it's looking on the outside. I guess I cut it a little long. Not very straight either, even though it's a straight cut. So I guess I could trace it right here and then go like 1 inch in. This is some sort of, I don't know, maybe it's just plastic, not aluminum. Go like 1 inch in and then put my feeder under there. Also, the thing that complicates this is after all this is done, I'm basically going to add the 5/8 on top of this too. So it's not going to be this thick, it'll actually be 1.25 inches. So, and then at the top, I think that'll be fine because I actually got a pretty big gap left at the top for about 5/8. It might actually end up being perfect. So it'll look something like that, and then it'll transition, and then once I add my 5/8, it'll step back up to this. Yeah, so campfire style fire gets pretty hot, but holy crap, a washer fire gets real hot. Okay, I'm installing a new front entry door, and I have a weird transition. So this rim joist has been notched and cut in a weird non-flat way. And then I have a bunch of other retrofit stuff going on, and I got 2 layers of subfloor, you can see right here. So what I'm doing, I think this is going to be the final approach I go with. So I got the first piece of subfloor, I'm going to slide it in there. Okay, now I got my second piece of subfloor. I'm going to slide on right here. Okay, so now it's flush right at the front, but I have a 1 inch gap from where the final door threshold is going to be. So then I'm going to take the door and fit it on here. Okay, now it looks like this on the inside. I still got to push it flush, but it'll look something like this. And then underneath, let's see if I can get a good shot here. So I have some gaps. I think I'll take a 2x4 and push it up against the subfloor and then screw it to this cracked rim joist right there. Just noticed it's cracked. And then same thing on this side, because you can see the gap because of that weird notch, but at least then it'll be supported underneath. And then we'll switch to the outside. On the outside, here's kind of looking at it straight on, and then at the bottom, because of that weird subfloor gap, I'm gonna have something like this. So, you know, I haven't final set the door yet, but I'll put some caulk on the bottom where this threshold seals to the plywood all the way across. I'll put a really big bead, and then that'll kind of seal it. I may also do some flashing tape down there, and then I'm gonna have, you know, this brick gap down here. So I'm gonna put whatever distance this is, 1 inch by 2 inches deep or whatever it needs to be, like a feeder threshold that goes just under there, and I think that'll make up that gap, and it'll also make it weather tight. So then I have the right floor thickness, so then whenever you walk in, it'll be the same floor all the way across. Okay, I've got a chance to kind of refine the plan. So I got some 3-inch screws sunk into the floor joist. And now, if we kind of go under here, let me turn on my flash. I got some 2x6s. And here's that gap I'm talking about. I'm gonna push these right up to there and then screw them in just like that. Also, my level showing this thing is pretty dang level. So this will give me a chance to just really lock this all down. And then I should be able to, once I got these in there, I'll go ahead and put the rest of the flooring on, kind of where I'm sitting, and then I'll final set the door with caulk and everything, because it is drafty. Okay, so I just got these tacked up there. You kind of see how it's pushed up against there on that side. I'm kind of in the crawl space here and pushed up on that side. This would be a really good chance for me to re-insulate right up against here. I think that would help before I put that outside piece on. So I think it's looking good. Yeah, still got a little bit of work to do here, but it's coming together.